my respected teachers, respected shuyukh, respected elders, and my young brothers, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. An occasion of happiness and joy for you and I, and every Muslim that lives in England. I begin by praising the Almighty, the One, the Only. And I begin by congratulating our senior, Maulana Mahmood Chand Yasar, for achieving something that is more than worthy of mention for somebody like me. For achieving something that holds weight in modern day society. And I further thank him for paving the way, for showing brothers like yourself and I that there is more to life, more to a student's life after he graduates from institutions like this. And at the same time, I make it clear, by Allah, I am not here today to address you as in addressing or lecturing. By Allah, this thing is well beyond me. I'm not fit to do such a thing. And then in the presence of my teachers, my sitting here and talking to you is nothing but su'al adab, disrespect. By Allah, I had no choice in the matter. And I ask for forgiveness. I am here today as a big brother with the intention only addressing my young ones who study at this moment in time, so that my young brothers do not make the mistakes that I made as a student. So that they do not live to regret as I do at this moment in time. Not very long ago, I used to study at this very institute. 13, young, naive, not realizing the value of the golden opportunity that Allah bestowed upon me. The value of the blessing and ni'mah that Allah bestowed upon me, chose me from millions, brought me out from the depths of ignorance, from the darkness of Bradford, into a place of nur, into an epitome of guidance, not realizing the value of time, the value of knowledge, the value of my teachers, not realizing the true meaning of the verses of the Quran. يَرْفَعِ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَالَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْعِلْمَ دَرَجَاتٍ. Not realizing the true meaning of the verse of the Quran. قُلْ هَلْ يَسْتَوِي الَّذِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ وَالَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاءِ. Not realizing the true meaning of the ahadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. فَضْلُ الْعَالِمْ عَلَى الْعَابِدِ كَفَضْلِ عَلَى أُمَّتِي. The true meaning of the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. اطلب العلم ولو بالسين. O Muslim, اغضوا عالما أو متعلما من سلك طريقا يلتمس فيها علما سهل الله له طريقا إلى الجنة يشفع يوم القيامة ثلاثة الأنبياء ثم العلماء ثم الشهداء. Not realizing the true meaning of these things, I made mistakes which I regret to this very day. And I'm sure my young brothers are making the very same mistakes as students at the end of the day, as students. The only thing on mind was football. As if that was the key to success and the key to Jannah. As if that was the purpose behind man's creation on dunya. We would play dinner time, we would play tea time, we would play in the evening, every day, 7 days a week. Tried my utmost best to dodge argument. Any opportunity came to take off class, and it was taken. Mutala time was spent talking. In short, a golden opportunity of a lifetime was wasted. Is this what our Salaf understood from these verses of the Quran? Is this what the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was teaching? What did our Salaf understand from these verses of the Quran? What did they understand from these ahadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Open the books and you will find that there was no time to wait. There was no such thing as dodging and diving. There was no such thing as waiting for Qari Sahib in the morning to wake them for class. The great master Ja'far ibn Durstuya writes, he relates that the majlis, the hadith majlis of Ali ibn al-Madini would be the following day. We would come a day in advance and we would sit at the time of Asr in the very place the following day Ali ibn al-Madini was going to relate the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We would come a day in advance and we would sit there from the time of Asr, and we would sit there and we would keep on waiting. We would wait there all night till the following day, because we feared that if we came on the day of the majlis, we would not find place. Thus we would be deprived of the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ja'far ibn Durstuya relates that this was our halat, this was our situation. In the very same majlis, there were those youth, there were those elders, that they would be listening to Ali ibn al-Madini relate the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They would be in need of emptying their bladder. They would be in need of going to the lavatory, but they would not move from their place. They would urinate in their place, in their saylasans, and they would bury their saylasans, fearing that if they stood from their place, somebody else would sit in their place, and thus they would be deprived of the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This was the love, this was the zeal for knowledge, this was the thirst for knowledge, and this was the fire that was burning inside their heart to acquire this blessed nur that Allah has given us in institutions like this. Ali ibn Asim relates, "Dafa ilayya abi mi'ata alf dirham." My father gave me 100,000 dirham, and he said to me, "Idhab fala ara laka wajhan illa bi mi'ati alf hadith." He said, "Go, I do not want to see your face till you have come and acquired 100,000 hadith." Tell me, can modern day society produce an example like this, where the father is giving a child 100,000 dirham of those times, and he is giving it to him to acquire and to seek knowledge? Yahya ibn Ja'far al-Baykandi relates that Ali ibn Asim acted upon his father's advice. He acted upon his father's advice in such a way, and he acquired such knowledge, كان يجتمع عند علي ibn Asim أكثر من 30,000, that the day came in which Ali ibn Asim had acquired such knowledge that over 30,000 people would be sitting around Ali ibn Asim, and they would be sitting around him and listening to him relate the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they would be acquiring the knowledge, this nur from him. Ubayd ibn Ya'ish relates, أقمت 30 سنة ما أكلت بيدي بالليل. I remained for 30 years, and within this period of 30 years, not once did I eat with my own hands. Why? كانت أختي تلقمني. My sister would make the luqmas, and she would put these luqmas inside my mouth. And what was I doing? وَأَنَا أَكْتُبُ الْحَدِيث, which was my situation, that I would be writing the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This was my occupation for 30 years. I could not find time to eat. My sister would pity me, and she would put the luqmas inside my mouth. Such was the love that Muhammad ibn al-Musayyib al-Ghayani had for this nur. That it is related that he would walk the streets of Misr, وَفِي كُمِّهِ مِئَةُ أَلْفِ حَدِيث, and within his sleeves would be 100,000 hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was said to Abu Ali, فَكَيْفَ كَانَ يُمْكِنُ هَذَا? Abu Ali, tell me, how is this possible? 100,000 hadith in his sleeves? He replied, كَانَتْ أَجْزَاءُ صِغَارًا بِخَطٍ دَقِيقٍ. That his handwriting was small, and the ajza was small. In every juz, he would write 1,000 hadith, and he would carry 100 juz in his sleeve wherever he walked and wherever he went, and he was known, and he became famous and known because of this. Hisham ibn Ammar came to Imam Malik ibn Anas, and he said to Imam Malik rahimahullah, hadithni, relate the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to me. And Imam Malik replied, Iqra, you will read. He said, no, but hadithni, you relate the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to me. Yet again Imam Malik replied, Iqra, you will read. Hisham ibn Ammar said, when this took place a few times, Imam Malik ordered somebody to take him and beat him 15 times. He says, I was taken and I was beaten 15 times and I was presented before the great Imam Malik rahimahullah. And I said to Imam Malik, Zalamtani, O Malik, you have done wrong to me. You have done zulm on me, you have oppressed me. ضربتني 15 ضربا بغير جرم. You have beaten me 15 times without me doing wrong, without any jurm, without any sin. لأجعلك في حل. I will not forgive you. I will hold you accountable on the day of judgment. Imam Malik asked, فما كفارته? Tell me what will redeem this. Tell me the kafara for this. Listen to his answer. He says, relate 15 hadith. You have beaten me 15 times. You will relate 15 hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to me. He says, Imam Malik